Stream elements. Bill 1949T is now live. Streaming DCS World, My Flight Simming, DCS. Stream elements.
radio check. a go, give Lax or a buzz. Radio check. Yeah, copy. Be aware there is a container on the runway.
Yeah, I've found why there's containers everywhere now. One of the schedules got disabled. Ideally, I need to just push the code file up to the server again.
Okay, well, whatever you want to do is fine.
Which means mission restart.
Yep, sure thing. Okay, whatever you want to do is fine.
Well, as it is at the moment, none of the containers are being tidied, so they're just building up and they'll probably have an effect, some effect. I think it's having an effect now because there's a AC-130 on the apron that is not taxiing, and it should be, but it can't because of boxes.
Oh, I see. That's why he's there. Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know if you want to land or if you just want to exit the server or whatever else, but it'll take me just a couple of seconds to arrange my folders ready because I've only got about 10 seconds before the connection drops out.
Okay, no, that's fine. Just do it. I won't worry about landing. Just do it. Glad you received that.
Yeah, sorry, just broken.
Copy. Alexor's going to do a quick upload of a mod for the mission, and they'll restart the mission, so I will lose the mission in a moment. It'll drop out until it comes back after he's finished uploading the mod, which just takes a very short time. So I'm just enjoying myself flying around for no reason whatsoever at the moment.
I'll restart the server, I'll restart the mission.
Yep, copy that. And there we have mission restart. I'll wait until Lexor tells me it's ready to go. Actually, I could just keep checking for the server to be back and then I can go in. And it's back. What happens is, because something had been disabled, I think as part of DCS update, the mission wasn't clearing away various crates, such as crates that were on the runway, which it's supposed to do at various points. It's supposed to do that, but that had been disabled, I think, by the DCS update we just took. So Alexa has now made necessary adjustment to include that. Because there was a crate on the runway, actually on the runway earlier, which in theory should have been cleared, which it hadn't. So hopefully now what Xtor has done is will sort that all out. So we've got incoming bombers with 109 escorts. I think I might take off on the runway. They don't shoot me the bits first.
Copy. Refueling complete.
So now I want to get airborne before those 109s come back, because they will shoot me to bits if they get the chance.
Rearming complete.
49 taking off on taxiway.
Okay. The boxes won't be cleared up yet. They will be probably over time because the tidy up code hasn't been running.
Copy that. We have got 109s in the vicinity, that's why I want to get airborne.
I can't see any. Not over the runway.
Well, over the airfield, because they came in with the bombers.
There's no 109s there at the moment. There's
Right,
one
I've got
to the south. The 109s are to the north.
copy. Well, I'm airborne at the moment. I'll take a look at the map in a minute.
It looks like they're going south towards Nelchin.
Copy. I can't the airfield is clear at the moment. Okay, so I'm going to head east, and there's a bunch of 7 BTRs there that I'll have a go at. They are quite capable of shooting back at me. This makes it difficult to see the targets for sure. think I took some bad hits then. Okay, I'm RTB. One an RTB, emergency landing damage. From the east, 026. Bit too eager to get down there, I think. Nosed and broke my prop. I'll probably come back, get repaired.
Was that a miss key?
No, not really. It's sort of just generally saying that I a bit too eager to get down and nosed over, broke my prop, but I'm getting repaired.
Ah, gotcha. Request repair. Copy.
Mikey Delta _ DCS. Evening
Request
Bill,
rearming.
hope you're doing well.
Copy.
Hi Mike Delta. Yeah, thanks for joining me. Yeah, not too bad, thank you. I've got a new guitar recently. I don't know if I've said that yet, or if you've been online when I've said it. Yeah, recently got a new guitar, and it has helped to pull me back into playing a bit more.
Refueling complete. Rearming complete.
Mikey Delta _ DCS. No, I didn't know. Happy to hear you're doing well.
Yeah, thanks. In fact, while I'm getting repaired, I'll quickly jump up away from the keyboard and grab my guitar on its stand and put it to one side, and you can at least see it. It's a lovely piece. I decided that of all the holidays I haven't had, there's a lot of money I haven't spent, so I justified getting a guitar with that. Stand by.
Mikey Delta _ DCS. Why not? It's always worth getting something to keep your morale up.
Yes, sir, and it has helped with that, because I mean, you know my circumstance. In a similar way to I know yours. So yeah, we these little morale boosters definitely are good to have if you can get them. Do you know a song? Well, you must know. You obviously know Thin Lizzy. Do you know Parisian Walkways by Thin Lizzy? And if you know it, or if you don't, or if you've just got any interest, I could drop you a copy of my current sketch pad. That's all it is at the moment, a sketch pad. I've recorded all the various instruments and vocals, but I now need to do each one of those again to get it right, because all that I've got at the moment is just a complete song, so that I can now go over each one.
Runway to pick up that box.
Copy that, thank you.
Mikey Delta _ DCS.
Be advised when I pick it up.
I do,
See
just
when they
remembering the song.
start rolling.
Copy. I'm static on the side of the runway for a moment. I'm talking to Mike Delta. Well, if you like, Mike, if you feel brave, I'm actually being brave to offer this because it's very, very much a work in progress. It's by no means the finished article. So if you want to have a listen, I'm sure we're friended, aren't we, on Discord? I could drop you a copy of it onto there if you wanna have a little listen of that. And then I think you'll remember it.
Mikey Delta _ DCS. Sure, I would love to listen.
Okay, stand by, sir. I haven't got Discord open at the moment because I don't really use it very much, so I tend to forget to open it. So I'll open that, find you, and drop a copy on there for you. There is a pregnant pause in the middle of it because when you hear the song, you might remember that there's a little lead lick in the middle of it. There's about 30 notes in roughly 2 seconds. It's like 1,000 miles an hour. It's going to take me a long time to get anywhere near that, and I might have to adjust it so that I can play it. I can play it now, but only just about in tempo, and certainly not in speed, not at the right speed. It's a really hefty piece of lead lick. Right, I'm just going to find you. Hold on, Mike.
Right, boxes off the runway, watch out for the 135.
Mikey Delta _ DCS.
Roger, copy.
Thanks, I will have a listen tomorrow if that is okay. I
Yeah,
can't
sure,
stay
hold
on
on.
long tonight. Been a busy day.
Well, busy can be good, it depends on what you're doing. Right, I've found you, so...
Okay, the 135 is already rolling, so where you are, he might clip you. You're in the middle.
Ooh, okay, okay, hold on, let me see if I can get started and get out of the way.
Mikey Delta _ DCS. It. Mikey Delta _ DCS. It.
What's happened? I've just lost sound.
Mikey Delta _ DCS. It's been a busy day with Halloween and the little one having a great time.
Oh, that all sounds good, Mike. Stand by. I've got no sound at the moment, and I don't know why. I've clipped something, but I don't know what. So stand by. Let me look and think, and ideally get started up and off the edge of onto the edge of the runway. Right, I've now got to find out why I've got no sound. Are you getting sound on the stream? I'm not hearing sound, but it might have just got to cut me off. I don't know where I've done that.
Mikey Delta _ DCS. Yes, it sounds perfect.
I must have accidentally controlled something or got away with that. the refuelling aircraft has gone past me without running me over, which I think it would have done if I hadn't got out of the way. So thanks to Lexor for the heads up on that. I'll have to mention to Lexor, if you're copying me, I have no sound at the moment. I don't know why. I've accidentally caught something and cut it off. So I'm trying to work on sound. I'll let you know if I get it back. I've got no game sounds, but I don't know if I've got game sounds coming through. Right, Mike Delta says the game sounds are coming through, so it's only for me. Oh, I can see what's happened. I accidentally caught a mute button on voice meter. Got it back now, got it back. Okay, right, I'll be taking off in a little while. Okay, Mike, I'll find that file and drop it in, but as I say, do remember that it's very, very much a work in progress. But I think you'll recognise it once it starts playing. Let me just find my folder.
Bill.
Yeah, copy. Receiving.
Micro Delta _ DCS. I bought a good Nano Control 2 MIDI controller. I'm just setting up the sliders and buttons for DCS.
Oh, nice one, Mike. I think. I'm not. I know what that is, but it sounds good anyway. Hold on now. I don't think Lexor's receiving me. Let's turn my radio on. Well, the radio's on. Okay, I don't know if you're receiving me, Lexor, but I am transmitting. You might not be getting me.
I got that. I didn't get any of the previous. If there wasn't.
Okay, yeah, there was a bit previous. I don't know why you wouldn't have heard that, but yeah. So I've got my sounds back. I'd accidentally hit a mute button on voice meter as I was skidding around the screens trying to do stuff in a bit of a panic to get off the runway, which I managed to do, and the tanker went past me without clipping me. So thanks for the heads up on that.
Yeah, as soon as the box lifted off the ground, it was rolling. Don't blimey.
I didn't see it go past me, but I did see it just ahead of me as it was about to lift off.
Oh, right, I'd have thought you'd have heard it go past you. Oh, of course you were muted. Yeah, you would have done.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because I was just not exactly in panic, well, almost in panic, but I was trying to do things very quickly, skidding around, and accidentally caught a mute button on voice meter.
Right. I don't quite know why we keep getting Gary and Larry doing stuff.
So I just noticed them pop up.
Yeah, but nothing's gone over the airfield.
No. So are they like janitors then, Gary and Larry, clearing up crates and stuff?
And them inside the line, I don't know.
Oh, I think I spoke over you. Are Larry and Gary a bit like janitors clearing up the rubbish from the airfield?
Yeah, they're like the ground crew. So anytime you get a rearm, a repair, Gary and Larry.
Oh, right, okay.
But I'm wondering if that if you look on the map, there's like a brown mud track that goes round. You can barely see it if you flew over it, but it's marked on the F10 map. And if you there's some boxes inside that line, and there's a polygon that roughly follows that shape. So I'm wondering if it's slowly on a catch-up processing the boxes that are inside that line.
Oh, okay.
But there certainly is a lot of boxes to process. I'm hoping we'll see those gradually disappear as the evening progresses, but we'll see.
Okay. Well, we'll get over it if not.
Yeah, I mean, if it comes to it, I can just clear down the assistance file of those entries, and then it'll be back to normal.
Yeah. No worries at the moment.
Well, as long as it doesn't start impacting, I mean, visually it's noisy, but as long as it doesn't impact the server, then it's not a problem. It's if it starts having an issue there that I'll be more concerned.
Yeah, sure. Okay, well, I think I'll see about getting rolling. If anyone wants me to explain what I'm doing at any point, just let me know and I'll see what I can do. For the moment, I'll just take off. I won't explain what I'm doing, but I will explain anything if you want me to. I'll even just respawn and start from scratch and show you what I'm doing. On the Spitfire, ideally, because that's my favourite of all time. Go back over to that east area where there's BTRs in the field and see if I can finish them off. I've got about 4 of them, I think, so there should be about 3 left. But I did miss up my aircraft last time.
DCS. Well, that's me for the evening. Have a great flight. I will check out the music and get back to you tomorrow if you're about. Fly well and keep on smiling.
Sure thing. Cheers, Mike. Catch you again. Maybe tomorrow night because I'll be flying tomorrow night, I think. Oh dear. Right, Spitfire again or something else? I'll give it a few seconds in case anyone would like me to take something else.
Mikey Delta
Really, it's just the
DCS.
Spit or the Mosquito at the moment, because it's probably got a lot of setting up to
I
do.
saw nothing. Good night.
Yeah, cheers, thanks for seeing nothing, Mike. Yeah, good night, sir. Catch you again. TTFN. So has anyone got a preference? I'm always very, very happy to take a Spitfire, but if someone would like to take my Moz, I could. The thing is, other aircraft, since I upgraded to Windows 11, had to totally reinstall DCS, and in doing that I've lost various settings. So any other aircraft will probably have me sort of sitting there sorting out mappings for a while. So the ones I can jump into immediately, I'll definitely the Spitfire or the Mosquito. Let me know. I'll give it a few seconds. I wish there wasn't the delay, but there is. I can't seem to prevent that. I'll take a Mosquito because I flew it last couple of times and I'm kind of getting back into the feel of it.
Request rearming.
Oh, I didn't open the window.
Request rearming. Copy.
Unidentified landing spree. Best view ERS asterisk 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 Curtis view LE5.
Copy.
49 Mosquito 08 for takeoff. I didn't hear that because I didn't turn my radio on the right channel. 49 Mosquito 08 for takeoff. Okay, I think it looks good. Let's go. Brake off. Throttle up. Use the brake to guide. Oh, my rockets did me fire. Why is that? I have got rockets, I'm sure. No, I didn't turn them on. Or I turned them off and turned them on again, or whatever. I don't know. Taking hits. Okay, let's go again. Going for the infantry with rockets. They're still not fired. Because I haven't got any, that's why. Why haven't they put rockets on board? I'll have to land. Okay, let's find the airfield. Don't know why that is. I know that I selected rockets. Maybe it's because I had to deselect then reselect. I don't know. But I'll land. I think I'll probably need best to get some repairs done and then go again. Oh, it looks like they shot a tyre out. In fact, the gears collapsed, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, the starboard gear leg collapsed. I think the tyre was shot out as well, so it's probably just general damage to the gear leg and the tyre and everything. Okay, I'll get repaired.
Request repair. Copy. Request rearming. Unable to comply.
That's probably because I got a fuel leak or something. They don't want to give me, they don't want to rearm me when I've got certain leakages going on. move the throttle just to turn that warning sound off.
Okay, 124, check.
Yeah, copy. Receiving?
Yep, receive. I'm going to grab a couple of Daves, but do you want to have another go at find Dave later on?
Yeah, well, I'm actually in a Mosquito at the moment. Sorry, I was pushing the wrong button then. Yeah, I'm actually in a Mosquito at the moment, so I'll just hang on in that for a while.
Okay.
Although you'll want me as co-pilot, won't you?
Say again?
Are you talking about doing the radio thing or just CSAR?
No, I was, when we do the find Dave, I'll jump in your co-pilot, but you don't need to be on the ground to do that. I can do that anytime.
Yeah, okay, doke.
Gunfu says hi, by the way.
Hello, Gunfu.
On the starter. Copy.
Right, so now I'll go back to where I was before, this time with rockets. Let's check. Oh, my gear didn't come up. That little latch doesn't always stay down. Hold on, Pancake. Rockets still aren't firing. Why are they not firing? I've got rockets and they're armed. Right. Pancake. Yeah, hi Pancake. Nice to see you there. Thanks for joining. At the moment, I'm unsure as to why my rockets are not firing. I'll do a test. No, they're not having it. Unless it's become unmapped.
Pancake affiliation gig 123. Happy Halloween, Carp Pumpkin.
Yeah, happy Halloween to you too. But why are my rockets not armed? They're armed. They're definitely armed, but they're not firing. Why would that be? I think it must have lost the mapping. So I might have to trim it out a little bit so I can have a chance to look at my mappings. But they were firing last week. Why will it have changed? Right, I'll see if I can trim the aircraft a bit and see if I can look at my controls without crashing. No, that checks out. It is button 4. I've got rockets. That lever that I'm touching at the moment is button 4. When I fire that, it should fire rockets if they are armed, which that switch says that they are. So I don't know why they're not firing. Wait a minute, they haven't put them on. Again, they haven't put them on. I'm going to land and do it again. take off, I'm going to check. On 9 Mosquito for landing 026.
Roger.
Right, I'm going to get rearmed. I don't think I need to get repaired. I'll get rearmed, and this time I will look to see if I've got rockets under my wings before I take off.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Oh, I've got the window open.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Unable to comply.
Oh, I must have a leak. Why can't they refuel and rearm me? They don't normally need me to shut my engine down to do that. I don't see any leaks. There's nothing dripping down. I'll try again. I'm going to restart the voice attack because that's not responding. Let's try.
124, check.
Yeah, copy.
Are you repairing? You seem to have a lot of bullet holes.
I wasn't going to repair, but if you're saying you're seeing more bullet holes, then maybe I should. I was going to get rearmed. A couple of times I've taken off thinking I've got rockets. They're not fired. Then when I look from third person, I haven't got any. So I'm just checking at the moment that, or I was going to check that I was getting rearmed properly, but they're saying unable to comply, and I'm not sure why yet.
That could be because of the damage.
Yeah, normally it's because you can normally see a leak, a fuel leak or an oil leak, but I'm not seeing that. So maybe I should get repaired and then get rearmed.
Yeah, you got a little bit of damage on the left engine. Mostly on the left wing.
Yeah, I'm seeing some on the left wing and a bit on the engine, but I haven't really looked at it properly. I didn't think there was that much damage there, but I'll get repaired and then go for rearm.
Okay, and I'll switch out up here and join you in there.
Yep, super.
Request repair.
Copy.
Yeah, there must be a cache that I can clear in voice attack, because it seems like after a while it just doesn't behave itself. But if I stop it and then restart it, it behaves okay. So there must be a cache that I can either increase the size of or simply clear to carry on. Well, Laxar might not be in an aircraft, so I might not have heard that.
Right, I'll hop over to your aircraft.
Copy that.
I'll hop over to your aircraft.
Yep, yep. Comms check.
Yep, sir.
I forgot it was loud. Okay, yeah, that's all good. It'd be nice, I don't know if it's something you can turn on or off, or whether it's something to do with the client rather than the mission. That it'd be nice if we could get a sound when you request to join the aircraft, because it just pops up silently, and if I'm not looking in the right place, it's covered up by my my chat box. So is that something we can control?
No, that's all the DCS outside of my control.
Okie doke.
I don't know if it's possible to change. There's a silver box at your left shin that's connected to the radio that has a volume control on it. I don't know if that affects or has any effect on intercom volume though.
No, I was just actually trying that, but no, as you were speaking, I was turning it, and it was making no difference.
Yeah, I don't know how to make any effect to the intercom then.
Oh, not to worry, not to worry.
Okay, do you wanna request a hide and seek?
Request hide and seek. So we're talking about go to the menu F10 and then from there F2 whatever.
F10 and then find Dave, yeah.
Okay, stand by.
Oh, a game of hide and seek? How exciting!
Okay, so now I've got to go get information, I think. Right, so now I've got to get information as to where he's at.
Yep, so I've got to tune in first to 3460.
Yeah, copy that, I see that.
I did a number of tests.
Say again?
Tests, but now it seems like it's not coming.
Not sure if you fell off your not coming something over. They are not putting rockets on board, although I'm asking for them, they are not putting rockets on.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Copy.
Right, that's refueling completed. Are they actually rearming me? I've got a feeling they're not.
Refueling complete.
Let's see if they. We'll just see if they give us some rockets. Been repaired, so the door's open. I need to close that door. But I think if they were putting rockets on, oh, they are. They are there now. Why didn't I get them before?
Rearming complete.
Unless I asked for them before I opened the window, probably. Okay, we are fully fueled and fully rearmed. I think I must have asked for rearm with the window closed. That's why I didn't get my rockets. I've got them now.
Okay, and for whatever reason, it doesn't look like, despite the amount of testing that I did beforehand, either Dave hasn't spawned or is spawned off somewhere else, but it doesn't look like it's worked properly.
Oh, okay. So what's the plan?
Hi! I can't come to the phone right now because
Just testing to see if doing this one will push it through.
ask around for my frequency or check your messages. If you'd like to, leave a message.
Okay,
after
so
the beep.
you're checking the frequency. What now?
There is no now, unfortunately, as I can pick up a frequency which I can't, which means it hasn't spawned properly. Then there's no signal to home in on, so it's a dead test really.
Oh, okay. Oh, in that case, just enjoy whatever you want to do, either here or a different aircraft.
Yeah, it was a bit annoying because I ran a number of tests. I did 3 or 4 of these actually taking off with the signal fully working everything, so it's a little bit annoying.
Yeah, never mind.
Because it's not running the signal at all. I think it spawned the Dave, but it's just not running.
Right.
But because because Dave is in spectator and hidden on the map, you can't even look in spectator mode to validate where he is. Because what I did find in the initial test was that the coordinates have 3 values, x, y, and z, and if it's a two-dimensional coordinate, it's x and y. And if it's a 3-dimensional coordinate, it's an x and a y and a z, but 3-dimensional one, the z is the y value, and they for some reason they changed the value. What I'd done is not account for that, so I'd spawned a Dave but way away on the map, which explains why we couldn't get a signal. We couldn't hear the signal last time. But I corrected that, so it should be running quite nicely, but for whatever reason it isn't.
Oh well. Well, no real rush. I mean, it'd be nice when that's going, but don't spend all your time messing about with that. Get some good flying in.
Yeah, it's just annoying.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Alright, well, maybe I'll dive in something. Okay, I'll let you do your do.
Okay, catch you later.
good news is that some of the containers have been weeded out, so it's looking a lot tidier on the map.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Looking to see if there's a way to adjust the radio volume on the options and settings, audio, that stuff, but there doesn't seem to be, so we're kind of stuck with that by the looks of it.
Yeah, it seems odd that there's no intercom volume. I think a lot of the time they just don't assume people are going to be using the... I mean, there must have been an intercom volume controller.
Yeah, there must have been. I'm just looking around to see if there's a different one somewhere else, but I don't think so.
No, I've not been able to find one when I've been looking around.
It has to be the only place is that one behind the radio box.
Well, that's a completely different radio.
No, what I'm saying is that's the only volume control is the one behind the radio box, so that's the only option, and of course that doesn't do it.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Hang on. Oh, beam approach. Yeah, okay.
So when you were looking the other week for your heading on the compass, what compass were you looking at? Because there's 3 compasses in total, isn't there? You've got the direction indicator, which is below the gun sight. You've got one to the left of your altitude, and you've got the floor-mounted one just in front of the throttle control.
Yeah, I was using the one directly below the sight, the gun sight. That to me is the easiest one to use it. Apart from the fact that I have to duck down a little bit, but apart from that, it gives a very direct reading. The others I'll have to look at carefully and see what they're doing. Mind you, I might have to have the engines running for them to work properly, because at the moment the one that's to the left of the altimeter is apparently pointing north, but there's another needle on that gauge which I'm not dead sure what it's for.
Yeah, I can't adjust it. That's like a heading one. So I think the double lines are your desired heading. So if you rotate the knob to the bottom left, you'll change the orientation of the double line.
Yep, that's fine. I've just realised, because I'm thinking, well, that arrow's showing 240, which is wrong, but of course it's because of my angle on the runway, it would be right. It's just that I'm not facing my usual way on the runway. I'm normally facing towards the east, and now on this occasion I'm facing towards the west. So with a slight incline on the runway, just under 240 would make it correct. So I would use that gauge, or set the other one to the heading that I want, and then fly to get that other second needle into those 2 parallel lines.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try using that one, because at least that way I have only got to glance across rather than duck down to look under the gun sight adjustments.
Yeah.
So if I adjust that to go east, I'll just out of interest, I'll adjust it to go east. I'll take off and then fly so that that arrow, yeah, that makes total sense now. That arrow, or the other needle, is going to be between the parallel lines. That would make sense. Sorry, accidental mic key there.
On the starter. On the starter. Copy.
Change of plan. I'm going to go north.
I'm only going to go for another 15 minutes or so tonight.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm only doing a quick test flight really, just to check out that compass.
Yep, fair enough.
Check out the compass and give the infantry down on that parallel to the trucks to the north of the airfield. Give them some rockets, because I know I've got rockets now. Got to set me trim flaps.
Ignore the Morse code on the radio. I was just checking to make sure it was working at all, because if the radio in this aircraft was dead for some reason, then that would explain why we couldn't hear Dave.
Okay, right, fasten seat belts. my flaps just automatically went to normal. I didn't do anything.
It's probably the co-pilot.
Alright, okay, yeah.
I realised that they looked fully extended.
No, well, I did put them to between 10 and 30. That's where I normally have them for takeoff, but I'm carrying like a bit of a load like rockets.
Right. I'm just going to jump into a separate mosquito just in case there was something weird with this radio, but I very much doubt that's the case.
Copy that. Well, my rocket's fired anyway. I forgot to actually use my compass. So I'll do like a 180 and try to follow that compass now. I'm nearly going south according to the compass and according to my visuals. So I'm going to make a turn, fly north, and then I should find those units fairly easily. I mean, they're fairly easy to see anyway. It's just an exercise in using the compass, that's all. The needle on the compass could do with having a shorter back end, because it's not ever so obvious which end you're supposed to be looking at. Well, I can see what the compass is doing. I have to try and get used to looking at that. Quite a nice run. Oops. Radio check.
That sounded like a transmission, but it was a pop on, pop off, no voice.
What about this? Getting this?
Yep, that's better.
Okay, perhaps I was just a bit quick on the button. Yeah, I just crashed. I just clipped my wing on the ground, hitting those units. But at least my rockets fired and everything seemed normal.
Yeah, I figured that might have happened. I might, there's not much I can do in 10 minutes really, so I might call it there.
I
I can get some time tomorrow just to find out what was going on as to why that wasn't broadcasting.
yeah, well, I was thinking exactly the same actually, because I've just spawned in, but by the time I got started and taxied, there's not going to be much time left. So I've had some flying. I'm good with that. So yeah, perhaps catch you tomorrow night.
Yeah, definitely, and yeah, I'll let you know if I manage to get it done.
Yep. Okay. Mine, there you go. Take care. TTFN.
Take care.
And if anyone's still on my stream, I'm going to fold the stream now. We'll be flying again tomorrow night, so might see you then.